Game 1 of the NBA Finals. We go 3-0 in our props. Let's see what we got for Game 2. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, back with another NBA Prize Picks video. And we got 3 more picks for you here. And Prize Picks added a few more interesting props that we can go after, and ones that I do love. Rebounds and assists, points and rebounds. They broke it up a little bit more, and I do love those. So we'll dive into a couple of those today. But yeah, Game 1 went really well for us. If you tailed, we went under on the Klay Thompson 20.5 points. We won that one. Smart over 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. We won that. And Wiggins over 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And we hit that one as well. So 3-0 in Game 1. Hopefully we can continue the ride here. And at this video as well, I'll go and show you over our friends at ODDSJAM and kind of show you what their product's all about and kind of how I use it as well to pick out some of these plays. So again, Prize Picks stepped up. They added a few more things here, and we'll just dive right into it. But hey, if you like these videos, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification so you know when to upload these videos. Hopefully we can continue the stride here. Let's go. All right, NBA Prize Picks up here. As you can tell, they've added points and rebounds and points and assists, rebounds and assists. I do like these. These are some of my favorites. I got 2 of these. Actually, all 3 of them are going to be in these categories that I got for you today. And we'll talk about those. And again, we'll show you a little bit about the product over at ODDSJAM and how we can use it to use the perfect line and kind of pull up a few props off that and kind of just how I use it in my daily research. So with that, let's just dive right into this thing. So the first one we're going to go to is we're going to go to points and rebounds. And again, I like these sometimes better than the points, rebounds, and assists because there are some players that just do, are just better at just 2 of the stats, right? They don't really hammer them all down as much. So we can kind of focus that. And I think one of them here, in a game that Golden State needs to win here, losing that first game to Boston, I mean, they just collapsed in that fourth quarter. They have to win this. I'm going right back to Andrew Wiggins, but instead of taking the points, rebounds, and assists, I'm going to take the points and rebounds. I think this is where he flourishes the most in the stat categories. Hit this number in 5 of his last 7 games. He's played Boston twice this year, including Game 1, went over it both times, 33 and 25. I think we'll continue to see his shots being there for him. I don't think that's going to change at all. He saw 15 shots. He's been shooting the ball extremely well through the playoffs. Again, he's slashing in that lane. They're seeing him, and again, I just think he's got the weakest matchup of the 3. Right, like we saw it. They put Tatum on Klay Thompson, and that kind of hurts him. Smart is all over Curry. Yes, they're going to switch. Both teams switch a lot. But they're going to have Brown on Wiggins a lot. And Wiggins been taken to the hoop a lot, which I do love. And I think he's going to continue to be there. He shot 8 for 15 that first game. If you notice this, you pull it up, you're not going to see any stats because it is brand new. But I'm kind of giving you here. So he's put up in this rebounds and assists. I'm sorry, in the points and rebounds. He said 25, like I said, in Game 1. And then in Dallas, he had on the 26, he had 28. Then he only had 18. Then he had 38. And then he had 21. So he missed. He's hit it 3 of the last 5. But before that, he had 24 and 29. So like you said, he's had it in 5 of the last 7 games. I think this is a game they must have. I think he's going to continue to be aggressive here. But they got to split this at home before they head over to Boston, or it's going to be an absolute train wreck for him. So I think we'll see him super aggressive. I think we'll see Curry super aggressive. So I do like some Curry ones as well. It's not one of the 3, but I do like Curry. I was looking at maybe his first half for Curry stuff, because he should come out super aggressive. Unbelievable first quarter, the Game 1, but absolutely collapsed in the rest of the game. He had 21 points, and the majority of them were that first quarter. Just absolutely smashed it. So I do like taking, if you want to look at Curry, points, rebounds, and assists in the first half. I think he's going to come out strong here. Like I said, they have to have this game. But I do like this Wiggins play, especially if the game is close again. He's going to keep shooting the ball a ton, playing 40 minutes a game. So that's the first one we're going to go to. The next one I do like is I like this rebounds and assists. This has always been good for me betting out on the books themselves. I think there's some value here that you can kind of get a piece of. The first one we're going to talk about, we're going to go to Jayson Tatum over 12.5 points rebounds and assists. He's hit this in 5 of his last 5 games and 8 of his last 10. The juice is on the over on this too at -130. I think they control him a little bit when it comes to shooting the rock. But it's too low a number for me to take the under on. Now, I like the under. I like the under on him in points the first game, and we would have hit that one. But I like this over rebounds and assists. He's making the right basketball play. They're shutting him down in terms of shooting the ball, but he's been really good passing the ball. Rebounds have been great over those last 5 games. He's had 5, 10, 9, 12, and 8. And then assist, man, massive 13 assists in this first game against Golden State. But even then, 6, 4, 9, and 5. So again, making the right basketball play. And if we see what he's done against Golden State Warriors, he's crushed this in all 3 games he's played them this year, including that first game in round 1. 14, 16, and 18 rebounds and assists. So I really like this prop of his. Again, is juiced up over -130. And I think, again, they're going to continue to try to shut him down offensively, but he's still going to get the rebounds in there. And if they go small, it just benefits Tatum even more, right? Like if they try to get Rob Williams off the court, it's just going to help him a little bit more. But he's out there a ton. I love plays like this. We're going to go over 12.5 rebounds and assists for this one. The next one we're going to look at, I'm going his partner in crime here, and I'm going to go actually Jaylen Brown over 9.5. Very similar here. He's going to play 41 minutes a game. And so he's went over this mark in 6 of his last 8 games. Juice is on the over as well, around -140 out there in some of the books. And again, he gets a ton of rebounds as well. We can go back. He's averaged 7 rebounds over his last 10 games, had 7 rebounds in game 1 against Golden State, 6, 6, 4, and 7 here in these 5 games if you want to kind of fill it in here. But the last 3 games, for me, it's been the assists. Again, 5, 6, 5, then 1 and 2. So these last 3 games really picked it up in the assist column. Like I said, he's went over this in 6 of his last 8 games. In Golden State, he's went over this in every game he's played him, 11, 10, and 12. And I'm going to go ahead and take the over on the rebounds and assist here. Majority is on the rebounds, but again, those assist numbers have come up as some of these other guys are hitting some plays and they're making the right basketball plays. So they're just playing as a team, which you love to see. So I'm going to take a shot at the over for this one. So we'll look at a few more that I was looking at. These are going to be the official plays, and I would probably rank them Tatum number 1, Andrew Wiggins number 2, and then Jaylen Brown number 3. But like I said, I like, even if you wanted to look at Steph Curry over 10.5 rebounds and assists, I don't mind that one as well. He's been getting quite a bit of rebounds. We should be a big game here, right? I'm sorry, I don't want rebounds and assists for him. I want points. No, rebounds and assists for him, 10.5. I think he's going to have a big game here. He hasn't went over it when he's played Boston. But before that, he's went over this in 6 of his last 6 games, besides the Boston game where he hit 10. Before that, he had 12, 13, 16, 13, 16, 12. So did it a bunch against Dallas. So I don't mind if you want to take a shot on this one. Just with a big game, I do like a lot of the Curry props. Like I said, first half, kind of looking at that. Smart's always been a good one to take, but 9.5, we were getting this at 8.5 for a lot of times. I don't really like 9.5. He did have 9 in that first game against Golden State. In that Miami series, he had 14, 7, 9, 11, and 21. So he's got some big games out of him, but I still prefer the Tatum and Brown. They're just going to play a ton of minutes out there. And then if you wanted to look at another one that I was kind of on the fence with, is looking at Derek White's points at 9.5. He's crushed this. Going to continue to, I think, see minutes when they play small ball. The juice is on the over on this one as well, around -125, -130. And I think that, you know, he's went over it 4 of those last 5 games, and the minutes are just there, right? He played 40, 29, 32, 19, and 32 minutes in those 5 games. And then against Golden State, he's went over it in 3 of 4 games, 25, 16, 0, and then 21 points there. And again, he's just shooting the ball really well. And the shot attempts are there. So I don't mind if you want to take a shot at this one. This is one that was kind of on the borderline with. I might, you know, take a pull of it, but that's one that was kind of leaning on. Don't really want to take pull at all. Don't know what Kerr's going to do there. But again, I like Curry. I like Golden State to come out here. You got to build these game scripts when you're building these lineups. So I do like, you know, points wise, I like to look at, you know, Wiggins, Curry. I'm not going to touch Klay Thompson. He's just so reliant on that 3-pointer, and Boston is so good at defending it. I'm not going to touch him, but we all know he can put up a 40-burger anytime. I'll take my winnings and run with him with the under 20.5 points the first game. I'm not going to touch him game 2. But I like the over points, maybe looking at Curry, Wiggins, that kind of deal there, because they really need this game, and Curry really needs to step up and take this. So I do like looking at those 2 guys a bunch here. So those are 3 ones we got. Let's jump right over real quick to ODDSJAM and kind of check out their tool, and I can explain it a little bit. Let's go. All right, I have oddsjam.com pulled up here. You can sign up for a free 7-day trial. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can also sign up for the mailing list, where they'll give you 3 free arbitrage bets daily, and they're profitable. Guaranteed profit. And basically, if you don't know what an arbitrage bet is, you're basically betting both sides of the game for a guaranteed profit, and they will give them to you in an email daily. 3 of them. So let's check it out. Like I said, I pulled up NBA here. They got all the sports. We're going to, again, talking about the Golden State-Boston game. And I have player points pulled up. You can pull up everything. I'm just going to show you player points just to kind of show you how the tool is used. And that way you can get a little information out of this video. And if you want to try it on your own, you can head on over there and sign up. So just, again, looking at it, here's what we're looking at, the ODDSJAM perfect line. It's a very sharp line that they have. And we're basically taking that and we're looking at the price picks here. So we're just looking at and see if there's any value in these plays. So price pick line is always going to be around -137. There's no real lean here on either side of Al Horford. Al Horford shot unreal last game. I think he had 6 3-pointers. I don't expect that, but I'm definitely not going to touch this either way, because I think it could really go either way for him. So I'm going to leave that one alone. But again, we're kind of coming down here and shopping a little bit. -137. Again, they like Wiggins over 16.5, and I agree with it. I think he's going to have another big game. He's going to have to. Not something that I think, you know, I want to look at something over -137 from price picks. But again, this is something that can kind of push you in that right direction. I think this one might be a play where I would just go over to FanDuel and bet it straight up -118 over 16.5, then play it on price picks. But this is what we're looking for. We want something that's over -137 to show, you know, good value in that play. Nothing on Derek White at all in the perfect line. But again, I still lean the over on that one. They got Draymond Green. Price Picks has it at 8. Now they have it under 8.5 at -132. So it's saying it's a decent bet. So if you want to take a shot at that, I don't mind the under 8. But in a game like this that they have to have, Green's not going to shoot a lot. We know that. But I think that there's other places that we can kind of look at than go to this one. But this is what we're kind of looking at. Coming down a little bit more, Jaylen Brown. Again, Price Picks has it at 23.5. Most of the books have it at 24.5. You don't see that a lot. Price Picks usually has it a line, a full point under, which is kind of nice when you're betting overs. But I wouldn't want to touch this one, and they're kind of indifferent as well for the over and under that one. Coming down a little bit more, Tatum under 26.5. Again, it's tough to play the under sometimes on Price Picks when they take a full line away. But hey, if you can get it under 27.5, I love this. If you can get a points bet, -125 is just golden. The perfect line has it at -138 on the under 26.5. And I agree with this. I think they're going to continue to slow Tatum down. But hey, over here at points bet, again, even when you're looking at stuff for Price Picks, you can kind of look at some of the books and be like, hey, let's take this at Price Picks at -125. We're getting 13 cents on the dollar here from this perfect line. And even though this is not a Price Picks play, just kind of want to show you how I look at it all. I would mark this down. Excuse me, apologize. I would mark this down and be like, hey, this is a bet I will take. I'll take the 13 cents on the dollar on a play that I think is good. And a lot of books have already shifted to the 26.5. So this is where we're looking at. So this is how we use this tool, right? We're just coming down. And again, I'm just looking for those market deficiencies at that line for the perfect line and Prizepicks. Again, you can pull down almost any stat you want to pull down and look out. It's a very easy tool to use. And again, I'll put that link in the description below, and you can get that free 7-day trial and sign up for the mailing list. So with that, again, I appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully you enjoy game 2. Get outside a little bit, enjoy life. It's summertime. I'm going to go take my kids to the pool and try to have a little balance in my life. I love doing this with you guys. I love providing this content for you guys. But summertime, kids, enjoy that time with the family, man. We only got one of them. So with that, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.